Okay, so here we go with the first timed run home from the restaurant. It's Friday night and I'm in Johnston, who, if you didn't know, is a Rover 25 1.4 GSi.
That is, that's a spicy meatball, that is.
Channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with...
Oh. You had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
Okay then, 3, 2, 1, start the clock. Now I've got a choice of ways to go home, and I think it's going to be kind of pot luck as to which it's best. Although there is a closed road at the moment, so at least one option is not available. Oh, and the rules of engagement are, in case you were wondering, and certainly in case the police are watching, I'm not allowed to break any speed limits. I mean, you're not allowed to break any speed limits anyway, obviously. And of course, I never would, officer. But specifically, you know, out on the roads over the tops of the peaks, one might creep over the speed limit by 1 or 2 miles an hour under normal circumstances. But I'm not allowed to do that. So at the moment I'm doing 30. And I will shortly be doing 40. Now you've got no way of knowing what speed I'm doing, so you're just going to have to trust me, okay? So for those of you who don't watch my live streams, the idea behind this is that over this year, I'm going to do this run in all of the vehicles in the fleet at various times, taking different routes, and try and find out which car, and as a result of that, which route is the quickest. You know, within the parameters that I've set, i.e. speed limits not being broken. And I'm doing it on the way home from work rather than on the way to work for traffic reasons, basically. Chances are the roads are going to be quiet this time of night. Now, I had a little bet with my live stream lot that in the long run, on average, the quickest car wouldn't be the one that you might expect. On paper, Stigba is the fastest car in the fleet, probably closely followed by Wetleg. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that the Honourable Sheeson is going to end up being the quickest. Purely because, partly because they're the cars that I feel most comfortable hustling along, and also, stuck doing 30. And also because it's probably the most suitable car for the roads. Anyway, we'll find out over the weeks and months to come. Now, things like traffic lights are obviously going to be a pure lottery. Racing line through there, shave a few hundredths of a second. Now then, so we're going to be coming to, oh balls, we're going to be coming to the first decision time. Do I go straight through Alfreton down the main road, straight through Alfreton and fork off on one of two directions, or do I throw a left here? Well, I won't go any further. I'm going to throw a left here. Two sets of traffic lights there in Alfreton, and it's too easy to get caught at them both and lose a bundle of time. Now, I've not really got any idea what's going to be a good time and what isn't. So this will be the benchmark. Back down to 40. One thing's for sure, Brian Johnston will be the first to go to the top of the leaderboard. And this is going to be, well, I was hoping not to be stuck behind something. Oh well. It'll make the time easier to beat, think of it that way. Greetings, Honourable Bridge. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Oh, right, 50 down into a 40. And down into a 30. This is where you need cruise control or a speed limiter, isn't it? Because it's harder than you might think to actually stay bang on the 30. And that's going to make a difference as times go ahead. See, I've just dropped down to 28. I'm taking my speed reading off the sat-nav, by the way, rather than off the speedometer. If I was going by the speedometer, I'd be doing 35 at the moment. But the sat-nav tells me that I'm not. I think the major factor is just going to be the clearness of the roads, really. Oh well, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Adds a bit of spice to the drive home that would otherwise be rather dull. Oh, you're cheating! You're bloody cheating, you are, mate. Actually, he might not have been. I may have missed the fact that we went from a 40 into a 50. Oh well, we got a bit of competition. What was he? Is it a Fiesta? And is it a go faster one, or is it always keen, isn't he? He is keen. There is a straight up at the top here where I suspect that Captain Speedy in front will go for another cheeky overtake. I won't be able to, of course, because that would almost certainly involve breaking the speed limit. Not allowed to do that. This is good fun, actually. Oh, there he goes. got another one. Bloody hell. What's going on here? I'm supposed to be on the speed challenge and I'm getting hammered left, right and bleeding centre. I'm doing 50. What can I do? Right, here we go. The roads are de-restricted now, so this is where we can have a bit more of a go. Where's my front fogs? Ah, there we are. Note to self for the future, that is a third gear bend. Down in second. Oh, give it a boot. That's 60. Holding, holding, holding. I wasn't concentrating then and I dropped down to 56. Can't be doing that. Whee! Where's the bend? Ah, there it is. Oh, there's a car coming, so I can't. Oh, he wasn't coming, he was parked up. Flat. Right, that should have been flat, shouldn't it? If a bloody deer runs out here, I've had it. I wish I had a speed limiter. Just make it a bit easier, because if you don't know how a speed limiter works, you set the speed, you set a maximum speed, and once you hit it, doesn't matter what you do with the throttle, that is your maximum speed. That would make life easier, and it would mean that I can't cheat. But I'm not cheating. I'm doing exactly 60, and oh, now I'm doing 59. Oh, 58. Come on, slightly uphill. Put your foot down a little bit. These little lapses of concentration could prove awfully costly. I need to learn braking points or whatnot so I know how late I can leave the braking. Obviously I can leave it a lot later than that. That was terrible. Oh bugger. See, that's a couple of seconds lost, isn't it? It's not going to be brilliant for my fuel economy, this, is it? And I really should be careful not to fall off. My mate Steve Wilson, the 6'7" guy with the with Luigi, the little Fiat 500, and the TVR, he's a competitive soul. I bet you at some point this year he comes out in his TVR and does this run and times it just to make sure that he beats me. Now it might be an illusion, but it feels a little quicker than normal tonight. But then we don't know what normal is yet, do we? Oh, sorry. I very slightly went over there, so I've just gone under now to make up for it. Down the box, hit the brakes. Ah. Get ready to take off. Ah. Oh, I got that all wrong, didn't I? Take me a while to get used to this. I'm usually wafting along with Radio 4 on. Now this is going to be the bit where I'm always going to be too scared to brake late. If you've seen any of my driving to work videos, you'll know perfectly well that the number of cars that fall off the road here is just immense. Most weeks I'd say there's a car goes off here. bloody hell, the fuel gauge has taken the hammer in. This is a funny one. Oh, that's tighter than I think. And there's going to be another decision time here. Well, not here, but there's going to be another decision time coming up. If you've watched these videos closely before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't forget these little bends here. Now, this is where I decide, do I go right or do I go left? I normally go left, so I'll stick to that. And at some point we'll find out if it's quicker to go right. It's quite exhilarating, this is. And this is where we need there to be no traffic. Thank you very much. Oh. Happy days. Brake. And stop the clock. Just for the record, on the phone it was 26:31. Oh, 26:31. That's not bad. Inside half an hour. Quite chuffed with that. Right, let's get in, get some supper. Thanks for watching, if indeed you have. I'll see you next time.